Task management is one of the most common use cases of Notion databases, but on the off chance that you haven't found one that works for you as a freelancer or solo business owner, we have pre-built one and we're going to walk through this system in this video. There are 4 steps that we'll cover. First, we'll talk about how to create and set up an action in the database. Second, we will link it to existing projects and objectives in the database. Third, we will cover how to filter and sort through the various views of this actions database. And finally, we will cover how to mark a task as complete and send it into the archived status. If you have the objectives, actions, and key projects stack, this is the home dashboard that you will be viewing. If not, you should see this single page view of the actions database with some information about the relevant fields. For this video, we're going to manipulate our actions database from the home dashboard. By default, you should see it listed based on priority, but we will talk about the different views that exist in this database. And what we're going to do first is add a new task, and we're going to make it a high priority task. So we can directly add it from this particular list or the column to the left. And what we're going to do is we're going to create our first action for the SEO Foundations project, which we created in a previous video. And let's say that the action that we need to do is write our first keyword article. We can set the area to whatever makes the most sense. For this one, it would probably be contents. We can link it to the relevant objective, which is our 2,500 monthly website visitors, but it may also be this 1 article per week objective, which has been set prior. We can view that the priority has already been preset to highest priority since we added it from that column. We can set the status to not started. We can set a target date for this particular action. Let's say we want to get it done within the next week or so. And we can also add a pre-built task template just to give some structure to the page. You'll notice there are 2 additional fields to be filled, the blocked by and go link. The go link is simply there to help you navigate more quickly. For this particular action, you might end up actually writing it in Notion, so a go link may not be that helpful. But let's say you wanted to write it directly in your web builder CMS, you could create a quick link to the Webflow CMS and click it directly from your action board just to save you a little bit of time. The blocked by field, on the other hand, is about creating dependencies between tasks. So if I click on this field, it will give me a list of all the tasks in the actions database. And if anything is getting in the way or blocking me being able to write this first keyword article, I can add it here. This is not necessary for every action. It's just an added feature if you wanted to create some dependencies inside of your actions database. So for this one, if, for example, I hadn't done the keyword research, I could add that as a task that's blocking my ability to start writing this keyword article. Then if I wanted to see which tasks are currently blocked, I can go to this view in the database and it will show me the name of the task that is blocking it, and the project that it belongs to. And speaking of filtered views, pre-built into this database, there are several views which you can make use of. The main default view will be the live actions. This is any action that hasn't been marked as complete or moved to the archive. You can also list tasks that are due to be complete today, within the next 7 days, the next 30 days. You can also view your archived and completed tasks. You can filter your tasks and actions by status as well. And as we mentioned before, you can also view any blocked tasks that you happen to have. And finally, if we want to make use of this archived view, we had better complete some tasks. So let's say that we have done our keyword research as we were supposed to. You'll notice that it immediately disappears from the live actions view. Let's say we did our cash flow review. Now if I navigate to the archived and completed tasks, these will show accordingly. So to recap, we covered how to create and link an action in the Notion database. We covered the go and blocked by links if you wanted to create any dependencies in your actions database. Then we covered the main filters and views that you can use to sort through your actions database. And finally, we talked about how to mark actions as complete and automatically archive them.